Okay. I told people not to come live today because we, on the way back, we found out Will has COVID. So, and I'm having a few respiratory symptoms. So if you hear me coughing, you'll know why. But thank you very much for being here. The only one I have with me is Artie. So, and happy St. Patrick's Day. It's a big day for all of us Irish folks. So, and I love the messages that you get from St. Patrick's Day. It's always enjoy life and enjoy the moment and all those fun things. Appreciate the wind when it's at your back. All those kind of things. So let's just get right into it this morning. Please close your eyes. And settle in. Just take a moment to scan, see where you're feeling tight, where you're feeling good. And invite a deeper breath clear down into your belly. There's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Always something good that comes out of a rain. Bring hands to heart center. And just set an intention for your class or for the day. May we always look for the silver lining. May we always look for the pot of gold. May we appreciate our lives. Please lower your hands, open your eyes, and start by stretching your arms up slowly, lengthening up, and bringing hands back down to heart center. And just do that a couple more times. Big inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more time. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands through heart center. This time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand down and arc. Inhale, back up. And arc to the other side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Open your heart to the front. Almost a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, bring the elbows towards each other and round the upper back. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, arc to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, arc to the left. Inhale, arms up. Bend the elbows, open the heart. And exhale, round and tuck. And then bring your hands down. Just slide your feet so your soles of your feet are together for Baddha Konasana. Pause there, feel that stretch, and then stretch your legs wide, Upavista Konasana. A couple more times do that. So feet together. Just gonna feeling everything open up. Stretch them wide again. You can fold if you want. Just gonna feel. One more time. Oh, that feels good. And then stretch them wide. Good. Slide off your blanket. Slide your feet together. And stretch up Dandasana. And fold forward. And stretch the arms up. Bend the knees. Navasana. Check out how you're feeling in your core and your spine. Good. And then bring the feet down. Slide down to your back. Stretch the arms over the head. Stretch the legs long. Good. And then hug the knees in, round into a little ball. Even curl your toes. Everything's curled up. Good. And then bring the feet down. Bring them flat. Bring the hands by the hips. And lift up to Sati Bandha. Just slowly opening everything up today. Just don't worry too much about alignment. Just notice how everything feels. Lower down. Hug just your right knee in. And move it side to side in the hip socket. Notice how I have my left knee bent. Good. Now, interlace behind. Straighten the left leg. Straighten the right leg. Press. Point and flex a few times. Let's see how everything's feeling. Good. And release that foot. Hug the left knee in. Move side to side a little bit. And then straightening both legs, interlace behind the left point and flex. Now take that, so the right leg's extended, take the left foot and bring it to the inner thigh so you're in a tree pose position. And then just feel that, feel everything really connected. Stretch your arms up over your head. Feels different on the ground. You can notice more. You want to keep the curve in the low back, but really not let your ribs stick out. So lengthening, drawing the right leg into the socket, connecting. Feel your right foot like you're standing on it. Good. Release that side and we'll stretch to the other side. So right foot to the inner left side. Just check your alignment first. And then stretch your arms up. Feel a little hip opening. And then bring that knee up, bring both knees up, and just kind of rock up to seated. Good, come to all fours position. Since Artie's this way, I'll do it this way. And just work through some cow, cat. taking note, enjoying every movement, and feeling all areas getting warm, and then just pause and start to make a big circle, stretching the wrists, maybe the hips a little bit, the shoulders, switch directions. I like to just feel each limb in their socket. Good. And then pause. Extend your right leg and your left arm. And then draw in round to cat as you bring elbow to knee. And extend that back out, maybe a little bit of cow. And do that 2 more times. Elbow to knee, go slow. And if it doesn't feel stable, you can just pause with the leg and the arm extended. And come on down. I know, Artie, I know. Extend the left leg and the right arm. Take a moment there just to notice. And then elbow to knee as you round. A little bit of a cow feeling as you extend. 2 more times. And then come on down. Sit back to a child's pose with your arms extended. Walk your fingers a little further. You can feel super long in your torso, in your spine, through the top of your head. Good. And then come on back to all fours. Extend your, actually just swivel your right foot, extend your left leg, and come up to a little side plank variation. Just notice how your hips feel. If you want to, you can lift the hips higher to really feel a nice stretch and stretch the arm by the ear. I'm kind of arcing towards the floor. Oh, good. And then come on back down and we'll switch sides. So swivel the left foot, extend the right leg, stretch up, take a moment to feel connected everywhere, and then arc. Good, and come on down. Keep the toes curled under and sit back on your feet. Get a little foot stretch. You can even rub your arches if you want. And then come forward and do it the opposite way. Back on the heels with the ankles for an ankle stretch. The toes are extended. You can feel each toe pressing down. Good. And then I'm going to have you grab your blocks. I had to get my green blocks today for St. Paddy's Day. And come forward to all fours again. And please step your right foot to the outside of the right block. Curl the left toes under and get a good deep lunge going. Make sure your toes on the right foot and the knee point the same direction. So I have to turn mine out a little bit. I don't know about you guys. Feel a nice stretch. Lengthen up. If you want more stretch, you can lower to your elbows. Good. Lower the back knee. And come on back up. And switch legs. So right knee back, left foot forward, curl the toes, lift to a deep lunge position, big stretch, nice long spine, left hip crease drawing back. If you want to, lower to your elbows. Some of you may not even need the block. It's okay if you don't. I'm using them today. I'm really tight from all the travel, all the late nights. Good. And then come on back up on your hands and step the right foot up to the outside of the right box. So right foot's on the right side, left foot's on the left side, and come to a wide-legged forward fold. So wider than normal, Uttanasana. Bring the blocks wherever it feels nice. And then go ahead and swivel the heels in and come down to a deep squat. Malasana. That feels good. If your heels don't come down, it's okay. And then please come on back up. Bring your feet hip distance apart for a forward fold. Normal forward fold. You can keep a little baby bend in your knees if you want. I know you're so needy right now. I know. And then bend your knees, hands on the knees. Slowly come on up to standing. And go ahead and stretch your arms up. And then bring your right hand down and arc to your right. Take a really deep breath there. One more. And then come on back up. Stretch both arms and switch. Deep breath, clear down into your belly. Good. Stretch both arms up. Bring hands to heart center as you sit back to a chair pose. Sit a little deeper. Challenge yourself. See if you can lengthen up through the top of your head and feel really connected through all parts of your feet and your legs. Sit bones back, low belly drawing up. Stay for 2 more breaths if you can. Sitting deep. And then forward fold again, Uttanasana. You can bring the blocks to the sides of your feet if you're using blocks today. I think I'm gonna skip mine now. I'm feeling a little bit more open. And step your right foot back to a deep lunge. Lower the back knee. And stretch on up to Anjane Asana. Be mindful to keep the hips square. We've been working so much on that. I want you to really feel open. Good. Bring hands to heart center. Draw the rib cage back a little more. Twist to your left so you can bring the elbow to the knee. Anjane twist. Keep noticing. Hug, heel to knee, knee to heel. Good. Unwind. Lift the back knee. Deep lunge again. And then lifting the hips up and back This is where you might want the blocks. Come to pyramid pose, so straightening the left leg. Little hamstring stretch. Good, bend back into the front knee. Stretch the arms back, kind of keep leaning over that left foot so that you can square up your hips and your shoulders. And then keeping the back leg grounded, stretch up crescent. Just go slow and mindful with all of your movements. Good, now ground the back foot down, open up to a warrior two. Just check your alignment. Little reverse warrior. Keeping the front knee bent. Sit bones back. Good. Transition back through warrior two to Parsvakonasana, either elbow to knee, hand to the block. Feel a nice long stretch in the side body as you bring your arm by your ear. Good. Reach forward. Touch the ground, turn the back heel up. Voila, you're back in deep lunge position. Step back to downward facing dog. Just take a moment in down dog. And bend one knee and the other. It's your first one. And come forward to a plank. Good. Feel connection. And then lower down, either through chaturanga or lower knees first to the ground. But I'm going to have you try a little mini cobra. And lower back down. Do that 2 more times. Sure to not use your hands too much, just warming up your back. Feel the feet grounded. And lower down. One last time. Try to keep elbows above wrist. Lift to cobra. And lower back down. Good. Downward facing dog. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Tadasana, stretch your arms up. Feel connection. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, stretch up again. Exhale, fold forward. Pranam. And fold. Step the left foot back. Deep lunge. Lower the back knee when you're ready. Hug. Feel really connected as you stretch up. Look up for the rainbow. Whoa, there it is. Good. Bring hands to heart center. Feel really connected through your core as you twist to your right, left elbow to knee. Anjane twist. Good. Unwind. Lift the back knee. Slide the hips back. Pyramid pose. Just notice your alignment. Little hamstring stretch. Good. Bend into the front knee. Stretch your arms back. Feel connection. So hips stay square, shoulders stay square. So you can slowly come up, crescent warrior. One more breath. Ground the back foot down. Make your way to warrior two. Check your alignment. Maybe reverse. Really want you to feel length before you arc. Good. Back through warrior two and then to Parsva Konasana. Stretch the arm by the ear. You can arc if you'd like. We did that other variation. Look at the floor. Turn the back heel up. Deep lunge. And step back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Just check your alignment. Good. Come forward to plank. And lower all the way to the ground. If you need to lower your knees, first do. We're going to do a weird thing. We're going to do a tree pose cobra. So bending your left knee, bring your left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then just check your alignment. And then hands under elbows. And just a little bit of a cobra pose with that position, with that leg out to the side. And lower down. Stretch the left leg straight. Ground the top of the foot down. Bring the right foot up. I don't bring it up quite as high as I do because I want to feel like my hips stay square as I lift to a cobra. Lengthen. And lower down. Woo. Stretch that leg straight and push all the way back to child's pose. This time, bring the hands under the forehead. And just turn inward for a moment. And make your way on up to a downward facing dog. So be mindful as you place your hands. Good. And then step your feet forward and maybe a tiny bit wider. You might have to bend your knees. And see if you can press back to ground your heels down. And then keeping the right knee bent, reach around with the right hand to the outside of your left shin. Straighten the left leg and twist underneath the down dog twist. I want you to be able to keep your hips square, but think long spine. Good. Come back to that weird wide down dog, and we'll do the opposite side. So bend the left knee a little bit, reach the left hand across, straighten the right leg if possible, and twist underneath. So this is more like a twist. You're just keeping your hips square, looking under your right arm, feeling a nice stretch. Good. Unwind and step forward, please. Uttanasana. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Now you probably have kind of guessed where we're going. We're going to do a tree pose. So stand on your right foot. Really feel grounded. Bring the left foot up for tree. Now you can do it just ankle height. You can do it below the knee, or you can do it above the knee. And just see where it takes you. Lots of wind going for me today. And release. Okay. Other side. Try to keep your eyes focused. Try to keep your core engaged. Lots of little adjustments your body makes to try and keep you stable. And release. And one more time. Right foot. I know I'm a glutton for punishment. Take your time setting up. Keep breathing, thinking length, connection. And release. Other side. And release. All right, good. Come forward. Use your blocks if you want. One more little sun salute, incorporating lots of different things. So inhale, stretch your arms up, look up, maybe even lean back a little bit. Feel neck and then coming back up, fold forward, pranam, and fold. Just stay for a moment. Just really notice and appreciate what your body does for you. So good to be alive, to be in this body that you've been given for your lifetime here. Step your left foot back, deep lunge. Good, lower the back knee. Stretch up, Anjaneyasana. Good, touch down. Slide your hips back to straighten the right leg. Runner's lunge. Draw the leg into the socket. Stretch the toes if you want. I always flex my foot. My ankle doesn't work as well as some. I always have to check my hips. Oh, feels good though. And then bend into the front knee, lift the back knee, straighten the front leg. Pyramid pose. It'll feel easier this time. Lift the back heel high. Keep everything lined up. Good, bend into the front knee. Make sure you have plenty of width so that maybe you can stretch the arms back, hovering over that front knee. Feel the back leg really lifting you as you come into crescent. Crescent warrior. Good, hands to heart center. Twist to the right, elbow to the knee. Back leg super supportive. Unwind, ground the back foot down. Warrior two. Check. Make sure your knees tracking straight. Your core supporting you. Good, straighten the front leg. Triangle. You can either stay here, or if you'd like, you can transition to Ardha Chandrasana. So left hand to the hip, then the front knee, slide the back foot forward. You can either, my block's there, so I may as well use it. I'm gonna bring the hands forward and then lift the back foot. Ardha Chandrasana. You just have to play with where your hand is. Good. Then the front knee, transition back, triangle. Take your time. Everyone should be in triangle now. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Come back, warrior two. Just for fun, straighten your front leg again. Turn the right foot in and fold forward, prasarita. Come up like a pranam. Lengthen your spine. Feel both feet really super grounded. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand across your left shin. And twist. Good. Unwind and switch. So bend back, left knee across. If you can't find it, you just find the ground or whatever works for you. A little twist. If you keep the left knee bent, sometimes your hips stay square that way. You just feel the twist in your core. Good. Come back to center. Come on up to standing. You can stretch your arms if you'd like. Turn the left foot out. Then into the left knee. Warrior two. Reverse it. Back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. I should have had you bring a block. If you like a block with Ardha Chandrasana, you're in trouble because my blocks are behind me. Yours probably are too. But if you're transitioning, I like to bring the right hand to the hip, bend the left knee, slide that foot forward, find the hand position, and lift on up. Ardha Chandrasana. And the front knee, touch it down without falling over like I did. Straighten the front leg. Triangle. Just every time you get into a pose, just kind of check on your alignment. Feel that. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Turn the foot forward. Turn the other foot out. Windmill down. Step back, downward facing dog. I'll give you an option here. You can come to child's pose or do a little vinyasa with me. So inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. And just stay for a couple more breaths in cobra. And if you're even feeling it, you feel shoulder blades, you feel length, you can even lift to up dog. Good, lower down. Curl the toes. Push back. Downward facing dog. Let's just do a little pigeon prep. We're going to get the hip a little more open. If you like doing this on your back, feel free. Extend your right leg. Sweep your right knee up behind your right wrist or to the outside of it. The foot comes to the center. Lower the back knee. Hug to the midline. Feel a stretch. If you want more stretch, you can always move your knee back. Lengthen up, maybe lower down. So belly draws up, the bones stay back, especially the right. Don't just dump into it. I want you to feel like you're working it. You're hugging the knees towards each other. You're lengthening your spine. Getting a really nice stretch in that hip. Swivel your left or forearm in. Bring the right hand off to the right side and maybe twist towards your right. do a little bit more, but keep the right hip moving straight back and widening. Just get a different stretch. Good. Unwind. Hands under shoulders. Lift the back knee. Step back. Down dog. And we'll repeat on the other side. Extend the left leg. Sweep it through just to where it feels nice and wide so you have a lot of width. You can always move the right knee back further. Lengthen and come down. Hug the knees towards each other. Don't just sink into it as far as you can go. I want you to feel like you're working it so it feels safe. But stay square. And then if you want to, left hand to the side, swivel the right forearm for the little twist. Drawing the low belly up. Don't let your right hip stray off to the right too much. So nice left hip stretch. Good. Unwind. And bring the hands under and step back, downward facing dog. Now, if you're feeling like you're done and you want, I'm going to give you 3 options for a side plank. So, first option is do it from your knees, just like we did at the beginning. Second option is swivel both feet. And third option is back. And lengthen. So whichever variation, go for it. Stay for a moment. And then come on down. Everyone, downward facing dog. Walk your dog out. Make sure that when you're doing this, your hand isn't behind your shoulders. You want it just a little bit in front. So whatever variation you're doing now on the left side, I'm going to turn the little toe side of the left foot, stack the right. Side plank. Vasisthasana. Breathe. And come on down. Take a child's pose. Get off your hands. Breathe into it. Inflate your kidneys here. Really breathe deeply into the low back. We're going to do Vasisthasana one more time. And I'm going to give you a new option. So you can do whichever one feels good, but watch this. So we'll see if I can do it. I'm not sure if I'm up for it today or not. So I'm going to stack again and come to side plank. And then I'm going to try, I have to bend both knees. I'm going to grab left ankle and do tree pose variation. It's an option. You don't have to do it that way. Whatever variation you're doing, come on in. Good, and release. Come down to your knees. Do a cow and a cat. And then get ready for a second side. So you get to choose whichever variation. I stack first, then I bend my knees so I can find and then stretch up into it. You try to get on the bottom of your grounded foot. So in this case, the left foot. And lengthen. One more breath. And release. And take a child's pose. Think about the intention you set at the beginning of class. And come on up to all fours. Swivel your feet to one side so you can transition to your back. And just do a full body stretch. Stretch your arms up, stretch your legs up. Good. Roll into a ball again. Hugging the knees, curling the toes, flexing the feet. And then release the head down. Release the feet to the floor. This is totally an experiment, but I thought we'd try it. So I guess I'm going to start with the left leg. Bring the left foot to the inner right thigh. And really keep strong in the left foot and leg. Hands by your hips. Keep a long spine. Notice the curve in the low back. And then just push up to a tree pose, Satu Bandha. Keep the hips square. Good, and release. Felt kind of good, actually. Left foot down, right foot up. Keep really strong in your core, nice and long. The right knee is going to be above, at least in my case. Some of you have more open hips than I do, but I want to keep my hips square to the ceiling as I lift to Satu Bandha here. Tree pose, Satu Bandha. One more breath. And release down. Whew. Bring your feet nice and wide, your arms to cactus. And just do a few windshield wipers. Notice how nice and open your hips are. And bring both knees up. Soles of the feet together. Knees open wide, hands to the belly or to the inner thigh. Stay for a couple breaths and turn the lights off. And bringing the knees up, just like we started. Interlace behind the right thigh. Stretch both legs straight. Flex and point. Excuse me. Straighten both legs, flex and point. And release all the way for Shavasana. Feel your breath move in and out. Scanning your body, allowing it to rest a little deeper with each exhalation. And as you drift off and relax deeper and deeper, I just wanted to share a reading from my favorite Irish author, which is John O'Donohue. This is from his book Anam Cara. The shape of each soul is different. There is a secret destiny for each person. When you endeavor to repeat what others have done or force yourself into a preset mold, you betray your individuality. We need to return to the solitude within to find again the dream that lies at the hearth of the soul. We need to feel the dream with the wonder of a child approaching a threshold of discovery. When we rediscover our childlike nature, we enter into a world of gentle possibility. Consequently, we find ourselves more frequently at that place, at the place of ease, delight, and celebration. The false burdens fall away. We come into rhythm with ourselves. Our clay shape gradually learns to walk beautifully on this magnificent earth. This is his blessing of solitude. May you recognize in your life the presence, power, and light of your soul. May you realize that you are never alone, that your soul in its brightness and belonging connects you intimately with the rhythm of the universe. May you have respect for your own individuality and difference. May you realize that the shape of your soul is unique, that you have a special destiny here, that behind the facade of your life, there is something beautiful, good, and eternal happening. May you learn to see yourself with the same delight, pride, and expectation with which God sees you in every moment. Your blessing of solitude. Your Irish blessing of solitude. Imagine a rainbow just arcing over you. You're one of the luckiest people in the world. You can find that connection with your soul, inner you. Start to deepen your breath. Eventually beginning to move fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, head. Find your knees in. You can transition on up to seated. You're ready. Finding a nice seat if you want to sit on your blanket. Just bring hands to heart center. Just bow towards your heart, the seat of your soul. I thank you all so much for being here. I really do. May the wind always be at your back, the sunshine on your face. Namaste. Have a fabulous weekend and St. Paddy's Day. Hope you have fun plans. And bye, everybody.
Thanks, Lisa.